You guys, the drama between Sabrina Carpenter and Camilla Cabello just hit an all-time high. This drama has taken a whole new turn and it is not looking good for Camilla, guys. She should have never gotten herself into this mess because Sabrina Carpenter is dragging her. Like, literally. But what's worse, have y'all noticed that it's always girl versus girl whenever there's a love triangle rumor with 2 women and 1 man? This is something we'll have to talk about a little further down, but for now, grab your popcorn and let's uncover everything that's been going on.
The feud between Sabrina Carpenter and Camila Cabello is heating up, with Shawn Mendes stuck in the middle, and this situation is only getting messier.
By now, y'all know that there is a messy love triangle type of situation between Sabrina Carpenter, Camila Cabello, and Shawn Mendes, right? This has been dragging on for weeks now, and there is just no way y'all have missed it. At first, it was just a rumor brewing tension between both Sabrina and Camilla's connection to Shawn, but in no time, things blew out of proportion in ways we didn't see coming. Before we get to the latest development from the 3, let me jog your memory real quick because the timeline of events here is super important. It all started when Sabrina Carpenter dropped a bombshell on all of us, and her fans were quick to connect the dots. Turns out Shawn Mendes, Mr. I'm So Honest, might not have been telling us the whole truth about what really happened between him and Sabrina. Remember when Shawn Mendes and Camilla Cabello were Hollywood's golden couple? You would have assumed they were practically attached at the hip, always seen together, collaborating on music, and one of the best gifts they gave their fans was that steamy Senorita hit. They were so inseparable that it felt like you couldn't mention one without the other. I mean, Shawn even confessed that every single song he wrote was about Camilla. Every single song. Sounds sweet, right? Or maybe just a little bit obsessive? Well, after their picture-perfect relationship went up in flames, everyone was left wondering who Shawn would cozy up with next. Enter Sabrina Carpenter. Yep, remember by this time, Sabrina had already had her fair share of drama with the whole Olivia Rodrigo and Joshua Bassett saga, but this time things took an even crazier turn. In early 2023, the rumor mill went into overdrive when Shawn and Sabrina were spotted together multiple times, looking very much like a new couple. They were caught at events, hanging out, and pretty much making everyone believe that there was something definitely going on between them. It was all very cute, until Shawn decided to throw everyone a curveball. They had even gone Instagram official in December of 2022 by leaving suggestive comments on each other's posts. And then came January 2023 and Shawn was spotted in Paris. But guess who else was conveniently there? Yep, Sabrina. So with all these hints, it was clear as day that whatever was going on between them was more than just a casual friendship. But then, in around March, when asked about his relationship with Sabrina, Shawn suddenly told the world that he and Sabrina were not dating. Just like that. No explanation, no nothing. Now, for those who can remember, this was honestly as shocking as it was disturbing, because these two clearly had a thing going. Sabrina had even started wearing Shawn's hoodies, and we all know that's like among the first hints of brewing love, guys. That's a rule. We were all scratching our heads wondering what on earth was going on.
We are not dating, but I think we should talk about Tommy Hilfiger probably more than Sabrina, but thank you.
Anyways, we now know that they were an item even if their relationship lasted shorter than a TikTok dance trend. We also now know that Shawn rejected Sabrina because to him, she was just a rebound during the short period that they had broken up with Camilla, because the entire time he was working on getting back with the love of his life, Camilla. Looks like he wasn't about to throw away their 2-year relationship just like that. That is when it all made sense, because not so long after publicly rejecting Sabrina, things got spicier when Shawn and Camilla were spotted at Coachella kissing like they were the only 2 people on the planet. But hold on, before we confirm that they were back together for good, sources quickly shot that down, saying that they hadn't rekindled their romance. Again, another wave of confusion because Shawn clearly had a hidden agenda with these babes. Anyways, what is the deal with Coachella? Every year, there's always a celebrity duo flaunting couple goals only to break up faster than a festival outfit change. I am convinced it is all just for clout, because even these two shut down any talk of rekindling the flame literally days after that sizzling kiss. Turns out Camilla wasn't exactly keen on getting back with Shawn. It's him who wanted to patch things up, even breaking up with Sabrina, hoping to get another chance with Camilla Cabello, but access was denied.
For Camila, she really only dated Austin Kevich, who is the CEO of a dating app called The Locks Club. Now, in February of this year, it was reported that they called it quits, which is important because look at this Dumois blind item. This blind item claims that they reconciled their relationship in January. So it sounds like Camila broke up with Austin so she could get back with Shawn Mendes. And that's the tea, folks. Right when she was forgetting what it was like to wake up next to him, right when she was almost over him, this man swoops back in.
But how did these two ladies handle the situation? Well, guys, get ready to be disappointed because apparently even people in high tax brackets still fight over male attention. The second wave of drama started when Sabrina dropped her album Short and Sweet. And this, guys, this was where their news started hitting headlines again, because you can always trust Sabrina's pen game. But then again, fans read more into her songs because the lyrics were just a bit too specific. She didn't just address Shawn's madness in one song. At this point, we can just say that Shawn Mendes was her inspiration for the entire album. But wait, there's more. On yet another track called Sharpest Tools, the lyrics is where the tea is at. Sabrina talks about how they were super close, intimate, and even met his best friends, but then Shawn would forget all that, leaving her second guessing herself. The song also exposes Shawn's poor communication, which always left her confused about their relationship. We never talk about how you found God at your ex's house, always made sure that the phone was face down, seems like overnight I'm just the bitch you hate now. We never talked it through, how you guilt tripped me to open up to you, then you logged out, leave me dumbfounded. But then again, when Sabrina said that Shawn Mendes wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed, she literally just called him stupid. Just because you talk like one doesn't make you a man. This boy doesn't even know the difference between there, and they are. By this point, you have a better chance of convincing me that the sky is green than arguing that she wasn't talking about Shawn Mendes. As always, internet detectives were quick to pull out the receipts of several instances where Shawn mistook there for they are. According to Sabrina, she was in a short and intense relationship that didn't last but left a mark on her. Sabrina didn't stop there. In her song Coincidence, she hinted at being with someone who wasn't of his ex, but once again, all fingers pointed at the Shawn Camilla situation. She wrote, "The second I put my head on your chest, she knew she's got a real sixth sense. Now her name comes up once, then it comes up twice. And without her even being here, she's back in your life. Now she's in the same damn city on the same damn night." So at some point, Shawn cheated on Sabrina with Camilla? Ugh, this love triangle was messier than we thought. And that's not even the end of it. In her song Coincidence, Sabrina hints at some late night rendezvous with lyrics that sound eerily familiar to the whole Shawn Camilla situation. Your car drove itself from LA to her thighs. Like, what? She's practically handing us the story on a silver platter. What a surprise, your phone just died, your car drove itself from LA to her thighs, Palm Springs looks nice, but who's by your side? Damn it, she kinda looks like the girl you outgrew, at least that's what you said. So Shawn did Sabrina dirty by lying to her that he had outgrown his ex, but their relationship did not even last for months because Shawn slid back to Camilla. Oh no. Anyways, let's hope next time she will date someone who knows the difference between there and there.
It looked to the world like you and your ex Shawn Mendes kind of like dabbled with the idea of getting back together about a year ago. Yeah. What was going on?
I feel like if I feel it, I say it. Yeah. And I'm not really good at not doing that, like I said, because then the worst place for it to live in is my mind. Totally. And then I'm like, Ryan Gosling in The Notebook building a house for this person. Yes. So I would rather say it and, see what happens and then wake up the next day and find out that it's been heavily documented. I opted for that route. But, but it is what it is. It was a great route. It was a fun time. And I will always care about him and love him. He's such a good person. Yeah. And I'm lucky, because some people have exes that are awful. And, and he is not. He's a really kind, good person.
However, Sabrina didn't just go off on Shawn alone. Camilla caught a lot of stray bullets, and you'd think she was the one who broke Sabrina's heart. One of the tracks titled Taste had everyone's jaw on the floor when they realized it might just be about Shawn and Camilla, with lyrics like, "I heard you back together, and if that's true, you just have to taste me when he's kissing you. If you want forever, and I bet you do, just know you'll taste me too." Ouch! It's no wonder people were losing their minds. The shade, the drama, Sabrina was serving it all. No, seriously though, this was an attack on the wrong person because the common enemy here was Shawn. So telling Camilla she'll always be tasting her when kissing Shawn was basically Sabrina throwing shade. There's more, guys. The drama is still on. it is not just Sabrina who had stuff to write about. Guess who summoned her creative juices and decided to tell her side of the story, also through a song? Yep, turns out Shawn also did a number on Camilla. You know, heartbreak can sometimes turn you into a songwriter. In Camilla's song June Gloom, she is clearly talking about an ex who's moved on, but can't seem to get over her. She's cool, I heard. Won't act surprised. I saw the pictures were a house fire for sure. Hope it'll burn out, but it just gets bigger. If she's so amazing, why are you on this side of town? If you like her so much, what are you here trying to find out? If you ask me, this song is way more scandalous than the entire album Sabrina put together, because Sabrina really got graphic and seemingly suggested that she was better than Sabrina, and that's why Shawn kept going back to her. Does she get this wet for you, baby? Talk to you in poems and songs, huh, baby? Little kiss, make your head go hazy. Is it really love if it's not this crazy? Does she move like this for you, darling? Toying with me now, you know when I want it. I don't lie, you're the best, iconic. I know that I haven't, but I hope you top it. The only unfortunate part is that even after writing all this, she isn't any better than Sabrina, because clearly they are fighting each other over a man who can't even be bothered to be faithful to either of them, meaning he doesn't respect them. So yeah, this is embarrassing. I really hope this kind of love will never find you loves. Besides responding to Sabrina in a song, Camilla has been out there doing the most, guys. Is it just me, or could it be that both Shawn and Camilla liked each other because they are both sort of having very weird characters? As Shawn was soaking into cultism, Camilla turned into an online detective, literally studying everything Sabrina was doing. Now, it honestly seems like she has been Sabrina's fan for the longest, but it definitely feels goofy with time. It's particularly quite bizarre that she has been vibing to this new album by Sabrina, even posting herself on Instagram jamming to some of the songs, which are clearly about her. It's super strange.
And it looks like Camilla's trying to antagonize Sabrina on TikTok, posting videos with these lyrics and lip syncing and trying to get people all riled up.
People started noticing how badly she has always wanted to be like Sabrina. First, she started going blonde and recreating Sabrina's pics. And we're not just talking about one incident, guys. Camilla has literally been obsessed with Sabrina for a hot minute, which doesn't make sense as far as this drama goes, because unless I'm missing something, isn't she like the main girl and Sabrina was like the side piece-ish? It then became even more interesting whenever people noticed that Camille would like every single one of Sabrina's pics, yet she wasn't even following her. She was that obsessed with her. Even in an interview when she was asked about her favorite song of the season, tell me why she said Espresso by Sabrina.
Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. Yes, and honestly, I have been literally every time I drink a coffee, I'm like, can I have some more me espresso? It can't be anything but a me espresso anymore.
Oh, and another thing, guys, Sabrina Carpenter has been making major moves lately. Like, she is literally on the top of her career, while Camilla, on the other hand, is pretty much just surviving because her new album, well, let's give her credit for effort, but she's nowhere near Sabrina's game right now. Not that Camilla's a flop, let's just say that it's more like Sabrina's season. So these two ladies fighting over Shawn Mendes is super laughable because they shouldn't even be messing with him in the first place, when the better alternative is simply focusing on their careers or simply loving people who love them back. For the longest time, Shawn has always been confused and was literally even in a cult. Sabrina even threw shade at him, hinting at his hippie side in her song Dumb and Poetic, where she sings, "You're running so fast from the hearts that you're breaking. Save all your breath for your floor meditation. You're so empathetic. You'd make a great wife. And I promise the mushrooms aren't changing your life." Anyways, it's safe to say that after a long period of confusion, Shawn is just getting his groove on. So it totally makes sense that Sabrina's fans are a bit disappointed that she got into this shitty mess with people who are beneath her. But before we wrap this up, loves, let's not forget the bigger picture here. Have you guys thought of all this as some smart PR? I mean, what are the odds that Sabrina just released an album that is performing really, really well and the engagements are through the roof? Please don't get me wrong, Sabrina is super talented and has been making extremely remarkable strides with her music, but with this new album, her fans and everyone else are busy dissecting those lyrics and the numbers are showing. And on top of that, even Shawn and Camilla have had their 2024 hits, which have gotten even more attention ever since this drama started. Even though this could all just be some juicy drama to keep us entertained, at the end of the day, it's also smart PR. These artists know exactly what they're doing, keeping us hooked, getting us listening to their music, and making sure that their names are always trending. Anyways, Camilla and Shawn Mendes are still hanging out together, as they were recently spotted being super comfortable with each other in public. And another interesting bit is that Sabrina and Camilla were spotted hanging out together at the Vanity Fair after party, so yeah. The drama might not be as heated as they want us to believe, making this part of a super genius PR stunt for their music. Not to mention that all three will be sharing a stage on the 11th of September at the MTV Awards. We cannot wait to witness the drama because they will definitely be performing songs about each other. So what do you think? Is Sabrina really exposing Shawn for lying about their relationship, or is this all just her creative juices at work and her lyrics had nothing to do with Shawn Mendes and Camilla Cabello? Let me know your thoughts on this wild love triangle down below. Thanks for watching, loves, and see you in the next video.